Elara and the Secret of the Sunstone. In a cozy burrow at the edge of a sunny meadow lived a little rabbit named Elara. Elara had fur as soft as dandelion fluff and ears that twitched at the smallest sounds. But unlike the other rabbits who loved to hop and play together in the open field, Elara was very shy. She preferred to be by herself, exploring the quiet, forgotten corners of the meadow, where the tall grasses tickled her nose and the butterflies danced in pairs. One afternoon, while exploring further than she ever had before, Elara discovered a strange old stone wall, almost completely hidden by twisting ivy and blooming honeysuckle. In the wall was a tiny, crooked wooden door, so small that only a very little rabbit could fit through. Her heart beat with a nervous thump-thump-thump. What was on the other side? Taking a deep breath, she nudged the door with her nose. It creaked open. Elara hopped through and gasped. She was in a secret garden. It wasn't a big, grand garden, but a small, magical one. The air hummed with the sound of busy bumblebees, and the light that filtered through the willow trees seemed to sparkle. In the center of the garden was a small, clear pond. And in the very center of the pond, on a pedestal of mossy stone, sat a beautiful crystal. It was glowing with a soft, warm, golden light. It was a sunstone. As Elara watched, she noticed something sad. The garden, though beautiful, was very still. The flowers drooped their heads a little. The bees moved slowly. The sunstone's light was flickering, like a candle running out of wax. Elara felt a pull in her heart. This special place needed help. She hopped closer to the pond. She saw that the pedestal was cracked and the pond's water was getting low. The sunstone was thirsty, but how could she bring it water? The stone was too far out for her to reach. Just then, a tired-looking ladybug landed on a leaf near her. "It's no use," buzzed the ladybug sadly. "The stone is fading. Our garden is losing its magic." Elara's shyness wanted her to hide, but looking at the drooping flowers, she knew she had to be brave. I think I can help," she whispered. Her voice so quiet, the ladybug had to lean closer to hear. "The stone needs a drink, but I can't reach it." The ladybug's wings flickered with hope. "You can't," she said. "But we can. I will spread the word." The ladybug flew off. Soon the news traveled through the whole garden. The bees stopped their work. The butterflies paused their dancing. A old frog emerged from the reeds. Elara, though her paws were shaking, had an idea. "We need to make the water reach the stone," she said. "We can make a chain." The wise old frog croaked, "A splendid plan, little one. Line up, everyone." The bees and butterflies flew to the flowers, collecting tiny drops of morning dew in their legs. They flew to the pond and dropped the dew in, making the water level rise little by little. The ladybugs and ants worked together, pushing tiny pebbles into the crack in the pedestal to seal it. Elara knew she couldn't fly or carry much, but she had strong legs. She found a large curved leaf and used it as a shovel, moving dirt to make a tiny channel from a fresh spring she found trickling under the wall, directing the water toward the pond. They all worked together, each creature doing what they did best. Finally, the water in the pond rose high enough to touch the base of the mossy pedestal. As the cool water touched the stone, a wonderful thing happened. The sunstone gave a joyful pulse, and then glowed brighter and brighter, until the whole garden was filled with a brilliant golden light. The flowers lifted their faces, bursting into full bloom. The bees buzzed with new energy, and the air smelled sweeter than honey. The garden was saved. The creatures of the secret garden cheered for Elara, the shy little rabbit who had been brave enough to speak up and clever enough to lead them. Elara didn't feel so shy anymore. She had found her voice and made a whole garden full of friends. From that day on, Elara was the keeper of the Sunstone Garden, visiting every day to make sure the magic never faded. And the small crooked door in the wall? It always stayed open, just a little, waiting for anyone who believes in quiet magic and the strength of a gentle heart. The end.